But well, we're in a city renowned for its wonderful and beautiful architecture. It's definitely excellent nightlife, but tonight it's all live here at the Riga Arena for Game Day 3 Group C fixture of the Basketball Champions League. There you can see these young fans really getting to the occasion, come to see their home side. Also take up a second picture while traveling fans there coming from Czech Republic, hoping to see their team go to 3-0 here in the Basketball Champions League. Well, the fixtures you can see tonight, of course, Nizhny Novgorod, they got a very impressive victory. KK Manova and Beresar Tenerife beating Peristeri Windmasters. Gaziantep will take on Broj Bamberg. Well, if you look at how these two teams played last week, VEF Riga almost made a comeback against Peristeri Windmasters, while Basketball Nymburk won on the buzzer against Gaziantep on their home court. They both play for a very competitive Group C here in the Basketball Champions League. I just wonder as well what kind of tempo these two teams would get out to. I mean, if you look at the lineups of these two teams, well, first we'll look at the standings. Beresar Tenerife, the inaugural champions of the Basketball Champions League and runners-up last season, top the group so far with a 3-0 start. Nizhny Novgorod and Peristeri Windmasters make up the second and third place. Basketball Nymburk, if they can go to 3-0, they could possibly go joint top. While VEF Riga just sit outside the top four. The top four finish is not out of the question for VEF Riga, the way they've been playing so far. But again, they're going to have to consistently shoot well from the perimeter. But there you can see for Basketball Nymburk, Dalton having a very quiet game, unlike his hot start in game day one in derby against Broj Bamberg. Well, Deshaun Booker did come off the bench a little bit, but it's all about, of course, Jaromir Bojacek, who played for the Czech Republic national team at the FIBA World Cup in China. Zach Hankins was the game day winner last week, hitting that tip in overtime against Gaziantep. So he's got a big role to play tonight, that's for sure. Well, if we look at VEF Riga, again, a lot's going to be said about Robert Stumbris, the super sub who came off the bench and made a difference in the third quarter. But for me, it's all about Lester Medford. Lester Medford, along with Alexander Madsen, definitely are going to have to come big and play very well tonight if they're going to come out with a victory here in game day 3.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we'll just start to introduce the players tonight for this hotly contested fixture. Deshaun Booker, as we mentioned, just coming into his first year here with the Basketball Nymburk. That was Peter Bender, 37 years of age. And there is Peterka, also a member of the Czech Republic national team. And Jaromir Bojacek, the left-handed hot shot shooter, along with American Dalton again. What a combo these two are making this season so far. Martin Križ, another member who featured for Czech Republic throughout the World Cup qualifiers and a key influential player.
Number 32, Number 35, Zach.
Basketball Nymburk changing their colors this year to black and red, and there is the head coach who started as an assistant coach for this team, and now has just moved only the last few seasons. But again, this team has won domestic basketball Czech Republic since 2011. I mean, they simply are a powerhouse. What better way to make themselves known than here internationally with the Basketball Champions League? Well, Robert Stumbris came off the bench last week on the road in Athens and made such a big impact in the third quarter. He's only been just introduced at that moment, but again, got him off very well from the perimeter. Ukraina was their starting center last week. A little bit undersized at 6'9", but again, not the foundation big man, but really can just fit the bill and be a real workhorse. Finland international Alexander Madsen, again another 6'9" powerhouse, but another one who really needs to assert himself in the low block and give them something really to play for in the low post. Kuruc again, not having the best game last week with their loss against Peristeri, but again he's got the idea of knowing that they're at home and can make a real difference. Well, both sets of players now shake hands, give each other the accolades and pay homage, but we'll just get set to look at the starting lineups, and I wonder how these two teams will approach these games in the early stages. No doubt we will see Jaromir Bojacek along with Zach Hankins in the starting lineup. Well, Hruban as well, another feature. There you can see Hruban just going for the pass. Another big member, key influential player for the Czech national team in the FIFA World Cup, along with Basketball Nymburk. Every season so far in the Basketball Champions League. You can definitely see him in the starting lineup. Team that could really get out and cause a lot of problems from the perimeter. I mean, they didn't shoot the greatest. There you can see Paterka came off and hit 3 triples, but to introduce our officials tonight, our officials come from Ukraine, Italy, and Serbia. We got Vladimir Jeftovic, Lorenzo Baldini, and Sergei Zashchuk. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're very proud to say we got some of the finest officials here in world basketball. They've done an excellent job in all of our competitions, and they'll continue to do so here tonight in the Basketball Champions League. 4th season now. It's the 2019-20 season. Minutes till tip, and the official just getting tripped over by his colleague. Again, ready for play. Again, we talked about the results that these two teams had last week. Basketball Nymburk winning against Gaziantep, and Jaromir Bojacek. Now Peter Bender, 37-year-old veteran, makes a start along with the shot booker. Zach Hankins retains his starting position. Well, Wojciech Hruban, as we mentioned, superstar for the Czech national team, also plays a small forward role. Looks like they're going to go with 2 post players with Hankins and Peter Bender down low with 3 perimeter players. And a lot of times you're seeing Basketball Nymburk going with the usual 4 perimeter, sometimes 5 perimeter with a small big man, but this time they're going big down low. What a difference that will make. As we mentioned, Omen Amiel, excuse me, been in the club for a very, very long time. Started as the assistant coach, but took off very well in the early stages of his career. And he's made this team, Basketball Nymburk, a powerhouse back in the Czech Republic. And they haven't lost any domestic titles since 2011. VEF Riga start with Lester Medford, along with Christian Karina, Artur Kuritz, along with Robert Fremenis, and Robert Stumbris also makes a start tonight here. Game day 3 of the Basketball Champions League.
What we talking morning, yeah? 1-4. More here. 5. 3 is higher. Look, they not protect this.
Switch, you continue the same, so you press the button, you come to the corner, watch you wait a little bit under yourself, then you go, and we post a watch on the middle guy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's game day 3 of the Basketball Champions League. These two teams, one of them undefeated, the other one 1-1. What result we have here? We're live in the capital of Latvia, a city renowned for its beautiful architecture, lovely cuisine. But tonight here in the Riga Arena, it's all about the Basketball Champions League. VEF Riga now, they host Basketball Nymburk. Don't go anywhere as we're set for tip. Christian Karina is going to have a big night tonight. He's really got to assert himself against Zach Hankins. Zach Hankins, a very physical post player. Well, Wojciech Hruban, no doubt we'll see him really get on the break, and the cheerleaders now really making the occasion. very electrical, as you can see. Hankins is going to jump it, and we are set for tip. Karina and Hankins, and we're underway. Wojciech Ruban now gets the first possession. Tries to give it up now to Deshaun Booker. Booker now comes up one screen. Throw it down low, Pedibenda to Jaromir Bojacic. Bojacic posts up. Steps through, and Jaromir Bojacic goes in like Kevin McHale with a little post move finger roll. Strong move, and that's a part of his game we've seen really improve. The post up against smaller guards. Now VEF Riga going to try and respond down the other end. Down the middle now, Lester Medford pulls up with a jump shot, and he tucks it away. Well, what a beautiful jump shot by Lester Medford. Well, Lester Medford now really sort of has to make this his season so far and prove to the world that he belongs here. He can make a big difference as Bojacic turns it over. Now we got a 4-on-1 in transition. Gives it up to his left. Takes it around, pump fakes off the glass. Fast break basketball by VEF Riga. Well, that's a lot better now by the team from Latvia as they just get in transition and make it really count. Bojacic now looking for Zach Hankins. Down to Pedibenda, they throw the lob. Hankins in the low block, backs down, spins, goes over the jump hook. Ken Hankins is simply unstoppable. Strong move by the American. Well, that was a neat little just post up. You can see as soon as he got it, really took a one aggressive dribble, gave a little spin, and look at that for a baby hook shot. Medford thought about taking the three-pointer now. Takes it in with his right, has to pull up. He's looking for the roll, but looks like an illegal screen was set. The foul is on Christian Karina.
First personal foul.
What a matchup now we've got here with Deshaun Booker and Lester Medford, two Americans probably going to have to go at it tonight. And again, bragging rights all over social media for these two. Then now gives up to Wojciech Ruban. Ruban kicks it out to Bojacic. Bojacic down the middle, hangs in the air, doesn't get it. And now Lester Medford with a rebound. He can push in transition, gives the ball up. And now they're just going to have to get it into the half court after they couldn't get the opportunity. Fast break now. Medford down. What a pass in the lane. Karina missed the layup. Well, again, Lester Medford will be so disappointed because it was a beautiful pass. Well, down the other end, Hankins with the throwdown. Well, irreversible. Nymburk wastes no time to get the ball up the court. Look at this. Doesn't even take a dribble. Beautiful fast break basketball. Takes it in with his left now. Again, off the glass, and he tucks it away. That's a strong move. That is number 47, Artur Kuritz. Now he moves up to get his first field goal of the ball game. Sorry, he moves up to 4 points. Kicks in the corner, Wojciech Ruban, he can make these, doesn't get it. Pedibenda gets the rebound. Jaromir Bojacic tries a three, and he tucks it away. Jaromir Bojacic, the Czech international, just nailing it from downtown. Well, you can't give this guy any time or space because he will nail those cash money all day long. Medford now up one screen, goes to pick and roll. Karina goes up. Karina doesn't get the and one, but he's going to go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, the pick and roll really working between Lester Medford and Karina.
First personal foul.
Well, Karina missed the first free throw. And again, in professional basketball, you just got to make your free throws. You never want to look back at the game and think that the outcome could have been different had you made all your free throws. And the Croatian international who played at Mount St. Mary's University gets the second free throw. Last season was back in Croatia where he was playing for KK Zadar. This is now his first professional stint outside of his home country. Deshaun Booker takes it in with his right, pulls up in the free throw line. Deshaun Booker can't get it to go. And VEF Riga fumbled the rebound with Butterfingers. So it will be baseline ball now to irreversible Nymburk. Bender, why not? Takes a three-point. The veteran, 37 years old, nailing the triple from downtown. Bender, I mean, how much time and space does he need to get it up? And he sinks the three-pointer. Well, thought about it, had a bit of time and space, took the triple, didn't get it. And now Wojciech Ruban can push in transition. Ruban, nobody stops him. Ruban dishing up. Hankins with a monster dunk, and nobody stopped Wojciech Ruban in transition, and he dished it to Hankins, and Hankins just ripped the ring down. Well, that's not acceptable. You got to stop him, because look, dish off to Hankins and just throw it down, big man. Well, Riga have to be better than that. I mean, you play defense like that, you basically throw the towel and say, look, game's over. More aggressive.
Why you small players, they play pick and roll and go like this? You must push to the screen. Think of the one pass. One setting the screen for four coming to fake screen. Defense. And one
VEF Riga only have one rebound in the game, and again, it's the fact that Irabas with Nymburk are just going for everything, and they got to be more aggressive.
Offense is trash.
You gotta move faster, guys. Run, set the screen, move faster, don't walk.
Thumb side, thumb up, thumb up.
Timeout was called by VEF Riga because, again, you could see the lackluster defense just allowing Wojciech Ruban to dribble the court into their own key and dish it off to Hankins. And now VEF Riga have to respond here in this possession. Comes off one screen, looking for the pick and roll, doesn't get it to him. Comes off another screen. Great help side defense. What a pass, gotta go up with it, and he doesn't finish it. Hankins now, transition, Booker takes it, dish off to Wojciech, three-pointer, doesn't get it. It looked like a beautiful fast break, and if he nailed that one, it would have been showtime. Irreversible Nymburk. We'll be baseline now to the visitors from Czech Republic. They lead this one 14-7 here, with just over 5:20 to go in the first quarter. Wojciech Ruban can make these, doesn't get the three-pointer. And the behind-the-back call is called against Bender. He's just overcommitted against Freemanis.
Number 70, Freemanis stania firmą personalnego VEF. First personal foul.
Down low to Wojciech. Wojciech goes off, dish it off to Hankins, who Hankins still fights on the floor for it. You know, Hankins turns the ball over. First thing, he's diving on the floor, fighting for it. Right now, Irabas and Nymburk just want this game more.
Substitution spela Nemanja Nymburk komanda. Lagmannen nummer 10, Hayden Dalton.
Well, now Dalton checks into the game, and again, this man, about 6'7", 6'8", can really shoot the ball from the perimeter. Will cause a few problems for VEF Riga if they don't tighten up the defense. Now look for options, sets down the low screen, has to throw it down low to Freemanis. Freemanis backs down against Dalton. Dalton with the push in the back, and again, a bit aggressive against Freemanis. Well, Dalton's only just checked into the game.
First personal foul.
Wide open now, takes the three-pointer, doesn't get it. And now a foul against Freemanis, this time against Dalton, so in literally back-to-back plays. Both players committed personal fouls against each other.
Second personal foul. VEF Riga komandai trešā komandas piezīmē.
It's kind of the problem that VEF Riga had last week. They didn't shoot too well as Wojciech Ruban now will look to take in transition. Dalton now on the ball, got it by Freemanis. Gives up to Wojciech. Wojciech kicks out. Pettit Bennett from 10 feet takes the jump shot. Veteran can't get it. And another foul called, 13 foul for Basketball Nymburk.
Numur 1 Deshaun Booker saņem pirmo personīgo piezīmi. First personal
Fouls
foul.
with Deshaun Booker. You can see he was just sliding his hips right into him, so it's a good call by the official.
Substitution spēlētāja maiņa Nymburk komandā. Augumā numur 32 Roko Rogic.
Well, Rocco Rogers now played significant minutes last week. Didn't contribute too much, but again, just a backup backcourt player they can use in the system. Plays the system really well for Basketball Nymburk. Medford now been very quiet so far in this game. Needs to get things going. And he's just heard me. Takes a jump shot, doesn't get it. And now Jaromir Wojciech can push. Dalton gets a handoff with Ruban. Ruban down the middle. Ruban with a little finger roll. He misses this one. And now VEF Riga can push in transition. Cross court, gives a pump fake. Goes baseline. Goes in with a layup. Doesn't get it. Well, Freemanis now tries a three-pointer. He can't get it. Another offensive rebound. Another kick out. Lester Medford thought about taking the three. They take another one. They still can't get it. Well, VEF Riga just can't buy a bucket at the moment. Dalton now gives a hand up. Wojciech kicks out. Rogers ties a three-pointer. Rogers puts it up, doesn't get it. And neither team really shooting the ball well. With just over 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Medford off one screen. Again, calling for the pick and roll. It's going to go off again. Medford, oh, looking for a roller. Nobody moving. Has to shoot it from 15 feet. Forces it up. Doesn't get it. Another missed shot. Well, it is sloppy basketball right now. Rogers kicks out. Takes another three-pointer. Gets fouled. Well, that is a silly foul by Lester Memphis. Wojciech Ruban will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, Wojciech Ruban makes the first free throw. Again, 30 years of age now, originally from Prague, Czech Republic. Started his career at Slavia Praha. Had a brief stint at Benesov. Stands at about 6'7", plays a 3-stretch 4, but really likes to get on the perimeter. Again, was a key member of the Czech national team who got them all the way to China in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers and competed well in China. Well, Ivan Almeida now checks into the game. Again, he'll have a big part to play tonight, that's for sure. Tempo lead to the visitors now as they lead 17-7 here in the first quarter. Well, push in the back. The foul is called against Martin Kriege. Well, Martin Kriege picks up his first personal foul. 14th foul for Basketball Nymburk. Lester Medford now comes off one screen, goes baseline, gives it an easy dunk. Well, what a pass by Lester Medford, just spotting him out. Well, that was number 20, Alexander Madsen, the Finnish international. Dalton had the pump fake, but Gave it back up to Almeida. Almeida thought about taking the three-pointer, didn't take it. Goes out of bounds, it's a turnover. Well, careless play by Ivan Almeida. Well, Lester Medford looking at this for a pass, goes baseline, and again, just easy. I want him to rip the ring down. Medford now gives it up. They throw it down to the big man. The big man backs down. Well, fades away. There's no rebounders, but he puts it away. Well, what a jump hook, and that is Karina again, the Croatian national, just going to work. Rogers kicks out. Back to Rogers. Didn't take the three-pointer, but gets another kick out. This time they do take the three-pointer, and again, irreversible Nymburk just can't buy a bucket from the perimeter. And now VEF Riga can push. We'll download to Karina. Karina showing a bit more physicality in the low block. Tries to back down, puts up another jump hook, doesn't get it. No rebounders. And now irreversible Nymburk can push. Almeida takes the three-pointer, doesn't get it. Well, offensive rebound by Dalton. Too much time and space. Almost threw it away. Almeida puts it between his legs, tries to go. He kicks it out. Well, they got to shoot the ball. It's 2 seconds left. Forces up a three-point. Oh, baby! Right at the end of the shot clock. Moncrief, are you serious? What a play. That was a fadeaway. And that is the third triple of the game for Nymburk as Medford goes all the way. He gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, there's a slight little bump and a bit of contact, and smart move by Lester Medford, get himself to the free throw line. Well, Lester Medford, originally from Tucson, Arizona, was playing in Macedonia last year as he doesn't get the free throw. And now VEF Riga can dribble this one down for the last shot here in the first quarter. 20-11 to the visitors. Nymburk lead this one. And this is Lester Medford time, guided by Ivan Almeida. Medford crosses over, well, had time. This time takes a jump shot, gets rejected by Almeida. He's got to throw it up. Oh, off the backboard, almost got it. Well, at the end of the first quarter, irreversible Nymburk lead this one 20-11 against our host, VEF Riga. We'll show you some stats, a couple of highlights, but that is as it stands here in this Group C fixture, game day 3 of the Basketball Champions League.
Paldies, VEF Riga karstajai meitenēm. Darbie skatītāji, puslaika pārtraukumā mums ir paredzēts neliels skatītāju konkursiņš. Skatītāju konkursiņu sāksim puslaika pārtraukuma 5. minūtē.
We can see here in Nymburk now 3 for 10 for the perimeter, while VEF Riga have yet to make a perimeter shot. And that could be the big difference in this game, because VEF Riga, not renowned for their three-point shooting, but last week in the third quarter, they just unleashed a Hail Mary of three-pointers in the basket, which almost got them back in the game. But the question is, can they shoot like that consistently as they gamble on defense? Goes in, bit of contact, doesn't get the and one. But he'll go to the free throw line now with 2 shots. The fouls on Blooms.
Second personal foul.
Pumpla now just coming in and making himself a bit of a nuisance on the offense. Well, makes it 2 for 2 from the stripe, and now gives them an 11-point lead, 22-11. Well, Pumpla been a regular feature in the last 3 seasons for Ches Nymburk. Gets a handoff now. Again, the defense so aggressive from the basketball. Nymburk goes in. Karina. Well, Karina just going in very aggressively, gets another jump hook off. Again, the double team came over. He stepped towards the middle. Smart play. Must have had eyes in the back of his head. As again, here in Nymburk just respond with Martin Kreese this time. Williams gets a handoff, takes a long 2-pointer, nails it. He's got to just take a little step back, and it would have been a 3-pointer. Cuts the deficit down to 9 points. Ivan Almeida throws a beautiful pass down low to Pumpla. Peta Bender's made 1 3-pointer, makes another one. Well, the veteran is just on fire at the moment. 2 for 2 from the perimeter for the 37-year-old. 4th treble of the night for Aaron Nymburk. Looking White Slate Blooms. Blooms pulls up, forces up a 3. Oh, baby! Sinks that one. This is like some freestyle play as Blooms just pulls up for a big tray ball. Well, they turn it over. Again, they came in with the help side. Has to kick this one out, going nowhere with the basketball. And draws a foul against Martin Kreese. Kreese's got no argument there. I mean, he's got hands all over him. And he just can't guard Blooms one-on-one. And it's an excellent call, that's for sure. He's beat it to the spot. Down low, what a pass. Karina with the aggressive dunk. Wow, what a play. Again, just got it off the mismatch in the mix-up. Look at this beautiful pass. No look, throw it down, Karina. What a play. That is as good as it gets. We got a timeout now. Is there an Nymburk? Have to sort themselves out. Statistically, you see right now, VEF Riga only gets to the free throw line 4 times, while there's also Nymburk 5 for 5 and 4 for them for the perimeter. Riga just made the first triple of the game. Really got to do the confidence some good. Now now. Nymburk, probably the biggest test of the ball game right now. Just built some momentum, but back-to-back turnovers, and they're just allowing VEF Riga to sort of get themselves back in this game. And they got to take control of it. I mean, you build a league, it's nothing here in the Basketball Champions League. 10 points can easily be wiped away. Now look for Petter Bender in the low block. He's demanding the ball. Takes it back out. Pumper goes down the middle. Pumper goes into the finger roll. Doesn't get it. And an offensive foul, I think, has been called on Petter Bender. VEF Riga's defense really frustrating the boys from Czech Republic. Now Jaromir Bojacek has to check back into the game.
Substitutions pra najmanja era Nymburk komanda. Okmana komor 17, Jaromir Bojacek.
Can't deal with the full court pressure, but they get it over. No, they don't. 8-second violation. Poor play by VEF Riga. And again, excellent defense by Nymburk. Well, there's not much to say. I mean, you just got to take care of the basketball. You can't afford to turn it over like that. You got to be prepared and be able to beat any full court press, no matter how good the team is. There's the high post now at Hankins. Hankins not even looking to shoot it as Almeida catches in the low block with 3 seconds left. Bojacek's got to shoot the ball, gets the shot up, doesn't get it. Big rebound. And now VEF Riga can push with Blooms. Transition. Karina, bit of contact, goes up way too soft. No foul called. And now Almeida pulls up for a three-pointer. Oh, he nails it. Nobody stepped out to put a hand up. And he puts Nymburk up by 10. And that is now the 6th three-point field goal for Nymburk here in the first half. Medford comes off one screen now, looking for options. Has to kick it out. They try another three-pointer. The three is up. The three is in and out. That was a good look, but you just got to make it. In the lane all the way, puts it up off the backboard. Rajic just go coast to coast. And Blooms out of frustration, just punches the basket. He's got to be careful. Don't want to pick up a technical foul.
Guys, you not execute offense at all. You you start the offense, they don't know what to do. Tell them, slow down. We don't have a spacing at all. We don't have a good pick and roll. Everybody moves.
The stats not too dissimilar. I think it's the three-point field goal shooting that's the difference. You can see Nymburk with 8 assists, VEF Riga with 7. Now they're just moving the ball really well, but they're taking their opportunities and really just nailing the shots from outside. But the defense right now from VEF Riga just not aggressive enough. Now Lessa Medford has to get a little bit of help to deal with the full court pressure from Ivan Almeida. Well, Medford time and space, takes the three-pointer. The three is up, the three is no good. And now Nymburk can push. Almeida took a few steps, kicks out to Deshaun Booker. Booker down low to Hankins. Hankins give a go pass, and under the basket, put away, but doesn't get the and one. And now Jaromir Bojacek will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. It's just defense off the ball. Again, nobody aware of where their man is. And again, Nymburk, absolutely no idea what happened to Jaromir Boyacek. Well, it's a case of ball watching. Every time the ball moves, VEF Riga players just looking at the ball and not paying attention to where their man is. So they get punished on defense. Boyacek makes a second free throw, puts him up by 14 points with 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Boyacek now moves up to 7 points. He's chipped in quite a bit so far. Medford pulls up from 15 feet. Lester Medford still can't buy a bucket. Sean Bucket now back out to Jaromir Boyacek. Almeida this time takes a three-pointer in and out, doesn't get it. And we got a kick ball, so we'll be here in Nymburk basketball. Boyacek in the lane, kicks out to Sean Booker. Takes a three-pointer, puts it up to Sean Booker. Nails it from downtown. Well, that's his first three-point field goal, and it's now a 17-point lead to the boys from Czech Republic. Medford in the lane. Man, he's got to do something with it. He can't just stop like that in the key. Lester Medford tries to hesitate. Kicks out, pump fakes, kicks in the corner. Well, they got to make this three-pointer. The shot is up. Shot is no good. And VEF Riga just can't buy a bucket at the moment. And Almeida commits the foul. Sorry, Almeida draws a foul. Foul is on Nymburk.
First personal foul. Team komanda Trešā komanda pie zīmē. Third team foul. Substitution spēlētāji maiņa team komandā. Laukumā ar numuru 20 Alex Madsen.
Boyacek now off one more screen, has to kick out the Booker. Looking to isolate, takes him to his left, kicks out to Almeida. And an offensive foul's been called. Looks like it's called Hankins.
Substitution spēlētāji maiņa Nymburk komandā.
Now Wojciech Ruban now is back in the game for Nymburk. Comes off one screen now, looking for the roll, puts up a little floater off one leg, nails it. That's a tough shot by Artur Kurtz, who hasn't scored since first quarter in the first 2 minutes. Well, Lester Medford gambled. Back to Boyacek in the corner. Wojciech Ruban hasn't made a three-pointer. This time he does it. Good ball move by Nymburk, just to spot the open shooter in the corner. In the lane, time and space, goes in reverse layup, gets fouled. And now he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Not sure if the foul's on Sean Booker or Peter Bender. That's a tough call. I can't see much contact from that angle, but again, got to respect the official's decision. As Dalton now checks into the game. Well, Kurtz did so well to attack the basket and get fouled. Unlucky not to get the and one, but yeah, makes the first free throw. Makes it both, cuts it down to a 16-point ball game with under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. In the lane now, Booker too easy. Nobody stepped out to stop him. And again, defense not aggressive enough from VEF Riga. Lester Medford now has to get the ball up to Kurtz. Nymburk thought about taking it, gives it baseline. Well, somebody's got to shoot the ball, and again, nobody wanted to shoot it. Deshaun Booker comes up with a loose ball. VEF Riga not playing with any confidence at the moment. Passing up opportunities. Down low to Boyacek, guided by Lester Medford. Boyacek backs down, goes in all the way. Boyacek unstoppable. Well, again, was bumped around, probably got away with travel, but here's the move. For me, that's a travel. Well, he's lucky to get away with that one. Medford now's got to make the three-pointer. Lester Medford still can't get it. Goes out of bounds. I think it comes off of Jaromir Boyacek. So we'll be baseline ball to VEF Riga, but you can see Boyacek diving out of bounds and keep it alive. And really, VEF Riga players need to match that intensity. Well, Madsen had the shot, didn't take it to get the handoff. Down low to Madsen. Was on the basket, got to go up with it. And another foul is called on Deshaun Booker. Well, it's Deshaun Booker's rookie season in Europe, and again, he'll just get used to the style of play and the requirements you have to play on defense. He'll have to go to the bench now as he picks up his third personal foul of the game.
Substitution spela zajmania Nymburk komanda. Lopma number 3 definitively Rogic.
Well, Alexander Madsen now stepping up. And again, the problem with VEF Riga is right now nobody has the confidence to really step up and make a difference. Everyone's just sort of sitting back and waiting for things to happen. Again, you just can't do that in this kind of game, especially here in the Basketball Champions League. I mean, it's such an impressive victory against KK Manaba on opening night here in the 4th inaugural season of the Basketball Champions League. But man, you got to bring it every week, every Tuesday and Wednesday. Got to come ready to play, whether you're at home or on the road.
Second personal foul. Betting komandai satu dan komando PSI. Fourth team foul.
Dalton now looks it back down, has to kick it out. Rogers tries another three-pointer, nails it. The assist coming from the American, but Rogers stepping up and hitting the triple. Transition, kick in the corner. Well, he's got to make it. He's made one so far, still can't get it. VEF Riga, the perimeter struggle still continues. They're down by 21 now. Boyacek heavily guided, comes off one screen. Well, Dalton gives up. Rogers back to Dalton, and they turn it over. Well, transition. What do we have? Latvian Airlines. Well, no, not really. Lays it up. Again, Kurtz moves up to 8 points, and that's one way to get yourself back in the game. Just take some gambles. Put your hand in the cookie jar. Well, ball inbound now with Boyacek. Boyacek down low to Hankins. Hankins off the backboard, doesn't get it. And again, they don't take care of the rebound. Dalton fades away like Larry Bird. Dalton going in like the Birdman. And again, what a tough shot from the baseline, but again, got the fadeaway. In the lane, tries to go up, gets fouled. And he'll go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Christian Karina, the Croatian national, will go to the free throw line and take these shots.
Otro personal PCM. Second personal foul. Substitutions spēlētāja
Well, Karina, as we mentioned, from Croatia, from the small town of Osijek, played his university basketball in the United States for Mount St. Mary's, where he was a mountaineer for 4 seasons, graduated in 2015. Started his pro career back in his home country for Šibenik, and had 3 seasons at KK Zadar before making the move out here this season to VEF Riga. So makes a second shot. Well, he now moves to 8 points. It's 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Rogers comes off the screen. He's got Petabenda. Petabenda pick and pop, takes it, doesn't get it. Big rebound by Riga. Now they can push transition. Plums now hesitates all the way. We should have gone for the layup. We've got to shoot the ball. Too many passes. This time they put the 3 up. The 3 again. It's still no good. And again, the 3-point shooting from VEF Riga has been abysmal. Transition. Rogers all the way. Doesn't get it. Well, no foul called. And now 7 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. So VEF Riga will try to run this one down as close as possible. Bloom's now going to go trick and roll with Karina. 5 on the shot clock. Draws a foul now. He'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots, but looks like Boyacek took a bit of a shot to the face. Well, Bloom's just completely knocked out Boyacek right in the face. Look, he got a real nasty connection with the elbow. Well, doesn't get the first free throw, and again, he's their only 3-point scorer tonight. They have not shot the ball well, but got to make the free throws. Well, they are 1 for 11 from the perimeter, and so far 7 for 12 from the free throw line. Well, 9.8 seconds left for Aaron Nymburk to get one more shot here at the end of the first half. Boyacek now gives up the dolt. They turn it over, and now a few seconds left. Well, he can get a shot off, puts it up, way off the backboard, but wouldn't have counted because he didn't get it off in time. But ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first half, it is here at Nymburk, the visitors comfortably in the lead, 49-30 against our host VEF Riga. Group C of game day 3 of the Basketball Champions League. This is what it is now from the Riga Arena. We'll leave you with a few stats and a few highlights, and go get a drink, go get something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long because we'll be back for the second half in 14 minutes. We're here at Basketball Nymburk, 47% from within the rainbow, 50% from the perimeter, 8 for 16, while only 1 for 11 from VEF Riga, 10 for 18 from within the rainbow. And the visitors dominating the rebounds, 23-13, while also having 4 more assists. VEF Riga do have 5 steals. But I wonder who is currently leading the scoring for these two teams. Of course, it's no surprise to lead the scoring for VEF Riga, while Boyacek with 9 points, but that is as it stands, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you here in 14 minutes.
Un tātad, skatītāji, mums ir pienākusi kārta puslaika pārtraukuma konkursiņām. Lūkšu visus 3 dalībniekus uzreiz pie sevis. Tātad laukums ir pilns ar visādām skaistām dāvaniņām gan no VEF veikaliņa, gan arī no mūsu sadarbības partneriem Pro Basketball. Mums vajadzētu vienu bumbu šurp, vienu bumbu. Džeki. Ir bumba nāk un Ernests sāk pirmais. Sākam no groza apakšas Ernests. Lūdzu bumbu Ernestam. Ernest izvēlies, kuru pilspāliņu un aprocību tu vēlies. Un ir iekšā. Tātad nākamā dāvaniņa uz soda metiena līnijas. Vācam dāvaniņas. Un zeņķes, arī zeņķes ņemsim mājās līdzi. Dodamies tālāk, raitā solī Ernest. Mums vajag VEF Riga tēkreplu. Un Ernest sagatavojās un dāja nedaudz pietrūka. Un pēdējais metiens no centra. Pēdējais metiens no centra iespēja laimēt VEF Riga spēļu abonements uz visai sezonai un VEF Riga cepurītī.
Last 3 minutes of the half. Oh, the weak side just opened up. The one goes straight down the middle and flushes one.
Davis, meanwhile, gets in and makes a very tough reverse layup. No wonder they call him Jordan. That's Jordan-esque. Galavatsa gets rejected. Well, what a block.
Tell you what, Jeff Nymburk making a counter transition, and right now, Gaziantep are just such a bronzes, but really, Aaron Nymburk is just taking this game over.
Oh, what a play by Chris Wright! It looked like he had no chance of making that one, almost takes the shot while he's lying on the floor.
Sam Butler's now inbounds the ball to baseline. Mr. Hatcher spins around. Well, he's got to make that shot. William Hatcher, are you serious? This guy, veteran, is putting on a show. I mean, he looks like a globetrotter right now.
Machulis, low post. It's past to Ray. Ray putting it on the floor. Oh, scoops it up and it goes for Kendrick Ray.
Defender, Almeida in the lane. Almeida for the win. Doesn't get it, but the tip back is in. And now, Aaron Nymburk, they win the game with Hankins here in overtime. I can't believe it. Here's Almeida, goes in the lane. Hankins comes up. Oh, that's game over. Aaron Nymburk now have won this ball game.
8 points now. And that's a big time block. Big time defensive play. Not in this house as Gentile tries to get through.
But someone goes up for the jam. There was no way Zabanov was going to allow himself to be on the wrong end of a post. tough catch by Martin, then he puts it up! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, he's made it! Was it Stone in the end? Unbelievable. These guys refuse to lose tonight.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, now to the second half of this Game Day 3 fixture between host VEF Riga and visitors from Czech Republic, Basketball Nymburk. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far as the fourth-time team here in the Basketball Champions League in total control of this game. Well, Nymburk didn't have the best season last year after having a good season in the 2017-18 Basketball Champions League regular season, where they came up short against the eventual champions Ike in a very tough contested quarterfinal matchup. Home fans looking on very anxiously as they seeing that team only shoot at 1 for 11 from the perimeter right now. Just not good enough for this level of basketball. If you can't play the Basketball Champions League, you really have to ensure that playing very well every week because it's one of the toughest leagues and divisions in Europe. The Basketball Champions League, arguably one of the powerhouses, that's for sure. We'll time in now as both teams will get ready. And Era and Basketball Nymburk will try to move to 3-0 here. Very well undefeated start.
We need the players trying to do something, yeah? Position 4, switch, position 5. Play regular defense. Christian, you must play higher on flash. Attack the ball.
Well, I just wanted now with less than method. How well he can get back into this game again. He's been very quiet. Hasn't made a couple of shots. Probably looking like he's lacking a bit of confidence, but with his skills, it really need him to lead the way, really assert himself, and to make sure that he gets himself into this game to help VEF Riga get off to a good start here in the second half. They're down by 19.
Pass the ball, less than you must receive the ball. If they go over, lean down. Yeah?
Those veteran Petabenda will start the second half again. He hasn't started in the last 2 games coming off the bench for Zach Hankins, but he's come in and hit 2 3-pointers this evening. Method now on the ball, looking for options. Comes off the screen, kicks out. And he's got an open man. He's got 2 players on him. Fade to win the low block, doesn't get it. Boyacek with a rebound. Jaromir Boyacek crosses over, looking for the handoff with Rogic. Rogic heavily guided by Lester Medford. Rogers off one screen, gives up to Hankins. Hankins gets fouled now. Hankins did get away with the travel. Looks like Zach Hankins will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. The foul is on Lester Medford. Well, Hankins missed the first free throw, and again, he had a probably interesting game last week where he missed 2 free throws to win the game in regulation, but made up for it by winning the buzzer beater tip back in overtime. Well, he has to dive on the floor, doesn't keep it alive, turns it over. Well, Wojtek rebound, what do we have? Can he keep it alive? Makes the layup in transition. Well, he caught an awkward pass and did so well just to keep it alive and laid it up. 23-point lead now to Era Nymburk as Medford throws it down low to Karina. Karina keeps it alive under the basket, goes up, gets swatted by Hankins. Now Rogic kicks out to Jaromir Boyacek. Gets a handoff, tries a 3-pointer. Jaromir for 3, doesn't get it. Oh, what a save by Lester Medford behind the back. Medford gives the ball up. Comes off one screen, draws a foul. Rogic. Comes off a screen, had the 3-pointer, didn't take it. Goes baseline, has to kick out. Well, they try another one and still can't get it. Hankins with a rebound now. Hruban gives up to Boyacek. Let's get ball moved by Nymburk, and they draw the foul. As Rogic draws the foul against number 20, Madsen. The Finnish international.
Numur 20 Alex Madsen saņem pirmo personīgo piezīmi. First personal foul.
Comes up Ruban, catches, shoot, nails the jump shot. Avoids a Ruban. Does so well to get his feet set and gets a shot off. It's now a 26-point lead to Nymburk. Gets the back screen now, looking for a handoff. Has to take the jump shot, forces up one off the backboard. Well, gets the second three-point field goal of the game as Kudrts now moves up to 13 points. Top scorer for VEF Riga. Down low to Hankins, and the foul is on the ground. It's on Madsen again. Madsen does look a little bit perplexed, but it's the right call from the official.
Second personal foul. Perdīgs komandai trešā komandas piezīme. Third team foul. Substitution spēlētāji māņem VEF Riga komandā. Laukumā nāk numur 45 Jānis.
Puts the jump shot up, and again, now you can see Boyacek just getting into his rhythm. So he puts him up by 25 points, and now they got to do it all over again. Got to be a big response from VEF Riga. He tries to give a go into the basket, dished off, beautiful pass. Can they get the third three-pointer? Still, again, they made one three-pointer, but the struggles still continue.
Substitution spēlētāji māņem Nymburk komandā. Laukumā nāk numur 31 Martin Rīd.
Now Martin Križ checks into the game. Comes up and sets a screen. Down low to Petibenda, kicks out to Rajic. Rajic takes a penetration, one-legged fade away off the backboard. And he makes the shot. He's going to go to the free throw line to make a three-point play. A strong move by Rajic just to make that little bit of contact and just fades away out of bounds. I mean, look at this. Takes it in the lane, right there, bump, fades and kisses it off the glass. But young players watching, just look how he gets himself on balance with that fadeaway and the beautiful follow-through, sorry. Makes a three-point play, and it's now the biggest lead of the game by a 28-point lead for Nymburk. Kicks out to Medford. Medford takes it down the middle. Kudrts, 4 on the shot clock, has got to shoot the ball. Takes it, turns it over. And now they can push a transition with Wojciech Ruban. Rogers corner, big three-pointer, doesn't get it. Well, Wojciech Ruban, another offensive rebound. And that's just what killed VEF Riga all game long. Tries another one, puts a three up, another offensive rebound. Well, this is getting out of control. Rogers tries a three-point, nails it, and he puts them up by 31. And it's timeout to VEF Riga because all of a sudden, Nymburk just want this game more. Well, I'm not sure if the timeout's been called or not, but yeah, it's just offensive rebound, and Rogers, quick release, lets it go, follows through it, he sinks it. I think when we look at the replay, was it a three-pointer or was it a long two? Well, that to me is a three-pointer. You can even see from there that both feet clearly behind the three-point line. So that should be a three-pointer. Well, timeout has been called by VEF Riga. Right now they're demoralized. This is a team that on the road last week in Athens made an excellent comeback in the third quarter and tied the game up against Peristeri. Right now they're on their own home court and without any identity, look lifeless, and You know, we need someone to step up and lead, someone just to really make a difference. You can see only 2 second chance points, 10 points off the bench. I mean, if things aren't working for you, going for offensive rebounds, give something, give your body, but don't be lifeless out there.
Paldies, VEF Riga meitenēm un bandai!
Look at the handoff, tries another three-pointer, sinks a third one, and cuts down to a 28-point deficit. That's his second tray of the game. Well, he's got a quick release. He does so well just to get his feet set. Cruz gets up to Wojtek Hruban. Hruban throws it down low to Dalton. Well, Hruban hasn't made a three-pointer tonight, still can't get it. I'm not sure if the foul is called. It is called against Kuruc. You can see Jaromir Bojacek just secures the rebound. Well, look at this, off the handoff, got his feet set so quickly like Reggie Miller. Well, the foul was on Kuruc. You can see just a slight little reach, and now Jaromir Bojacek will shoot these 2 free throws. Jaromir Bojacek really is a hit and miss shooter. Some nights he can just shoot so well, but then other nights you can see really struggles to get some consistency. But this is a man who featured regularly for the Czech Republic national team in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers, and then also represented the Czech Republic and China at the FIBA World Cups. He makes the second free throw. We'll look for the pick and pop now. Gets a handoff. 6 on the shot clock now. He's got to get something going to the basket. Crosses over, takes in. Well, they got to shoot the ball. 1 second left. 24-second violation. And again, you can talk about no confidence. You've got to shoot the ball. You got to go know what's on the shot clock. Now Nymburk is going to come into the game. And now they get the handoff. Ivan Almeida checks back into the game for Nymburk, and Lester Medford almost comes up with a steal, but Rogic, again, that is the difference you talk about when you're down by 30. You got to be on the floor diving for the ball, take some chances. You need everybody to have the same amount of heart to try and get back into this game, because right now it's all about pride. Down by 29, 4:36 to go in the third quarter. Ivan Almeida now looks like he's going to go himself. Goes up, kicks out. Well, Rogic has made 1 3-pointer, nails another one. Rogic is simply cash money. So he puts him up by 32 points. Ivan Almeida with the kick out, and it is splashing cash right now for the boys from Czech Republic. Lester Medford calling for a screen again. He's got to get something going to the basket. Takes it in with his left hand. He's got the switch. Martin Krij on him. Goes down low to Matson. Matson spins. What a post move by the Finnish international. Oh, sorry, that was Nymburk. Sorry. Nymburk span, went baseline. What a move. Both teams with 18 points apiece in the paint, but against the perimeter shooter, that's really just done the job tonight for Nymburk to kick it out. Rogic, well, can he make his first 3? No, he can't. Well, Almeida, time and space, gives up. Dalton tries a three-pointer, doesn't get it. Krish had it. Almeida, well, why not? Pulls the trigger. Well, three-point misses right in its concession for Nymburk. And it is a 30-point lead to the visitors as they're in total control of this game. Just a slight delay in game now with 3:10 to go here in the third quarter. He's got to look for options now as he kicks it out. Off one screen now, looks to take to the basket, makes the pump fake, strong layup. Well, that's just the kind of basketball they needed in the early stages. Kuditz now moves up to 15 points. Ivan Almeida thought about taking the three-pointer, dish it off. Kriz in the lane. Kriz gets the dish off from Ivan Almeida, and he lays it up in the point. Well, good little 1-2 there by the big fella from Czech Republic. Unloaded Madsen. Madsen kicks it out. Kuditz tries another three-pointer, way short. Doesn't get it. Now they can push now with Almeida. Ruban down the middle. Ruban makes a bit of contact, gets blocked. Gets his own rebound, gets out to Dalton. Gets called for a traveling violation. And well, Stumbris, got to be careful. Foul was already called. It's got to stop play. Stumbris and Wojciech Ruban have a few words with each other. They just need to calm the situation down. Why does Stumbris foul him? I mean, the play was called. I mean, to me, that's an unsportsmanlike foul. I mean, took a shot right at him. I think what Stumbris was trying to insinuate was that Ruban was being disrespectful and probably going to try to dunk on him, but Stumbris, the officials are reviewing the, well, they're talking it over, so. Well, Stumbris will find himself a lucky man if he doesn't get called for anything. Because he took a shot at Wojciech Ruban. Well, nothing called, so again, Stumbris very lucky to get away. And they turn it over. Well, Stumbris now. He's just going from bad to worse for VEF Riga. I mean, you talk about trying to inbound the ball against a bit of pressure, and they inbound it on their own baseline. Sloppy turnover. Into Ivan Almeida, back out to Sean Booker. Almeida goes baseline, try to dunk it, didn't get it. And Plums draws a foul. And it's only the third team now. Third team foul for VEF Riga. Sorry, for Nymburk. Comes off one screen now, looking for an option down low, but can't get it to the big fella. Lester Medford's going to try and isolate, crosses over, pulls up from 17 feet. Lester Medford going to work. Well, what a shot. Bit of shake and bake crossovers, and now Dalton's guarded by Stumbris. Kicks out. Down low to Almeida. Almeida kicks out to Dalton. Dalton has to put up a Hail Mary three, and Dalton
nails it for downtown, and it's a 31-point lead to Nymburk. VEF Riga have to call timeout.
Don't do what you want to do.
I will help, I can fix it.
Don't help strong side. Don't go from shooters where you don't need to go. It is not a country festival, Greg, Robert. Greg. There's a responsibility, must be something.
Well, there you can see the stats so far. Only 7 for 12 on the free throw line for VEF Riga, 11 for 12 for Aerobasket Nymburk. But Nymburk now with 12 for 27 from the perimeter. Only 3 for 16 for VEF Riga.
Paldies, VEF Riga, karstai meitenēs.
Well, Lester Medford now is going to have to really make sure that he plays very hard in these last few minutes for VEF Riga, because now it's about pride. They're down by 31. Plums draws the foul.
Numur 31 Martin Križ saņem trešo personīgo piezīmi. Third personal foul.
That's the
Nymburk komandai
smart move there, but it's only the 4th team foul for Nymburk with 1:11 to go here in the 3rd quarter. In the lane now, almost turns it over, but they keep it alive with Stumburst, kicks out to Blums. Blums goes baseline, strong move, strong layup, got it over Dalton. Cuts down to a 29-point ball game. We have under a minute to go here as Almeida gets fouled, and that's a silly foul. They just sent him to the free throw line. I'm not sure why he's guarding Ivan Almeida out there, but look at that from Blums. That would have been a spectacular play, like Bow Wow from the movie Like Mike. Well, Almeida makes the first free throw, puts it back up to a 30-point ball game as Dalton wearing the face mask after the broken nose injury he sustained in the domestic basketball league. Well, Blums now under 10 in the shot clock. He's got to get something going. Oh, it's just too many dribbles. He's got an open player to his right, and they almost turn it over, but again, just can't quite understand the approach for VEF Riga in this game. It's like everybody's just trying things all for themselves, not moving the ball enough. And again, in the first half when they were passing the ball, they just weren't getting any good open shots, but he's got a wide open Lester Medford. He's got to give the ball up. Medford now kicks out. He get a wide open shot in the corner. The 3 is up. No good. I mean, that's a better play, but they just got to make the shot. Well, comes up with a steal, and again, just a little difference. This time, Blums takes another 3-pointer, doesn't get it. Offensive rebound, and that's how you come back into a game. You're going for second chance points. That's only their 4th second chance point of the ball game. You know, when you're chasing the game and you're lacking a bit of identity, you've got to go back to basics or just do a little bit extra. And again, we talk about going in for offensive rebounds, coming up with loose balls. Now tries a 3-point off the dribble, doesn't get it, but at the end of the 3rd quarter, here at Nymburk lead this one by 29 points, 75-46. Game day 3 of the Basketball Champions League. We're live here at the Riga Arena. We'll just show you with some stats and probably show you a few highlights from the 3rd quarter, but it really has been a one-sided affair. VEF Riga only hit 3 3-point field goals the entire game, but 1 quarter to go here, and they restore some pride.
Well, VEF Riga now come up with a loose ball in transition. Wide open's got to shoot it. Well, comes into the game. Got to go to work. Take him on. Post him up. Jump hook way off the mark. And now Nymburk will push in transition. Mark Kriege gets a handoff. Well, Pupla goes baseline. Pupla goes up. He missed it. And again, they fight over the offensive rebound with Kriege and Dalton. So it is a turnover. Zach Hankins now comes into the game. Well, Bloom's now looking to try and get his three-point shot off. Fades away. Gets a block now. Hankins push. Oh, baby! Nails it in transition. What a dunk by Pupla. Took it all the way with the monster dunk. I mean, look at this. All the way. 1, 2. Nobody stopped him. What a dunk. Pulls up for a three-pointer. Nails it. Fourth three-pointer of the game now for VEF Riga. Off the court, well, something's just happened there because technical foul's been called. As Madsen comes back into the game along with Lester Medford. Oh, what a play that was in transition. Again, Pupla just going all the way. Nobody stepped out to stop him. Well, Blooms comes out of the game, and I think he was called for the technical foul, so that was a frustration play. Well, Almeida now makes the first free throw of the technical, so they're going to get the ball back now with 8:32 as they lead this one by 26 points. Rajic kicks out the Pupla. Back to Rajic. Rajic in the lane now, takes it himself, has to dish it out. Turns it over now. Stumbers, they got numbers in transition. Kuditz all the way. Kuditz can't finish it. Stumbers goes in with a follow-up. Well, that's a lot better for VEF Riga now as they cut it down to a 24-point deficit. Make it a county transition. Bender gives up to Ivan Almeida, and Almeida draws the foul already. Foul is on Stumbers. Well, so far they've moved up from 2 to 6 second chance points now for VEF Riga and haven't allowed Erebus with Nymburk any second chance points here in the second half. Stumbers picks up his third personal foul. Well, Alvin Almeida is just called for the low block, spins out baseline, takes another bump and another foul called. This time it's on Madsen. I think that's his fourth personal foul. Well, Madsen's got to be careful because, again, you got to step out, try and take a charge. You can't really go in, and if you're not going to beat him to the spot, then that's what I'm saying. Just too slow to come over, react. You've got to shift, jump to the penetration or the pass. Well, Bender's made 2 3-pointers, doesn't take this one. Almeida once in the low block, and a third foul now picked up. This time it's on Mediz. So Alvin Almeida has now been so effective out there. He's course, 3 personal fouls on VEF Riga, but that was the offensive foul, I think, first. But you know what? I'm not too sure about that one, to be honest. Almeida now gets triple team, kicks it out, but they turn it over. And now, well, what a fight for the ball, but it goes out of bounds. But now the officials just pulled it back for a backcourt violation. Well, it happens so quickly there. I'd have to see that in a real slowdown play. It's quite hard to see who got the first touch up, but I do think the official has got that one right. Comes off one screen now, gives it back to him in the lane, gets rejected by Zach Hankins. Well, Hankins just denying him. Remember, this is Hankins' first professional career outside of university, where he finished at Xavier. Almeida turns it over, and now Nymburk in transition. Nymburk tries a Euro step, keeps it alive. And now Lester Medford is going to go pick and roll on the ball. Medford pulls up for a three-pointer. Lester Medford sinks a triple and cuts it down to a 21-point ball game. It was a 32-point lead to Nymburk. All of a sudden, maybe it's the complacency, the lackluster effort Nymburk to have taken the foot off the gas. And what you see is VEF Riga just slowly chipping back into this one.
Let's go like we did before, okay? We have 5. Pass the ball, Bochi, get back to Boita. Okay, let him go, boom, boom. If you get to it. If not, Boita, if you have to long pass or close out, if not, you think it.
Well, you can see so far, Erebos with Nymburk with 19 assists, while VEF Riga with 12, but again, 9 steals and 4. I mean, the stats aren't really too big in terms of margin. It's just the perimeter shooting that's really won the game so emphatically for Nymburk.
Paldies, VEF Riga karstajiem meitenēm un vadai.
Well, Lester Medford now putting his hand in the cookie jar, and they come up with another steal, but again, they can't sustain it. Almost got called for a backcourt violation. It's Wojciech Ruban able to keep it under control now. Rogers on the ball, got it by Lester Medford. And an offensive foul against Rogic as he pushes over Lester Medford. So it will be VEF Riga ball.
Third personal foul. Substitution spēlētājā ir Nymburk komandā. Laukumā numur 1 Dēšāns Booker.
Comes off one screen now, takes in, bumps, draws a foul, goes up. The foul was on the ground. And the foul is on Wojciech Ruban. Slight bit of contact you can see by Ruban. It's a right call. It's a definite foul, that's for sure. Off the cash out, throws the alley-oop. Tries to connect with it, but Madsen couldn't throw it down. Well, that's a better play, and all of a sudden, VEF Riga looked like a different team, like playing with a lot more heart, a lot more desire. You can see the cuts off the ball, more aggressive. The pass is much more accurate, and again, if they played like this at the beginning of the game, it could have been a different ball game. Well, the foul is on Zach Hankins, his third personal foul of the game, and it's now cut down to a 20-point ball game. Well, Madsen missed the second free throw, and again, you got to make your free throws. Cross court, Madsen comes up with a steal. Another turnover for Aaron Nymburk. And a careless turnover as Kodic's trying to cross it over and completely lost control of the basketball. Here comes the full court pressure, but now Stumbers with the foul. The problem for them was they got in the foul trouble too early, so any foul is going to send Aaron Nymburk to the free throw line.
Fourth personal foul.
It's now a 22-point lead. But they put the shot up and they nail it. Well, Stumbers again making up for the foul. Kodic, sorry. Oh, another turnover. And again, it's a dunk by Stumbers. VEF Riga just going for everything right now, but they can't foul because they will send him to the free throw line. Again, it wasn't so much a steal, it was a turnover by Booker. Well, VEF Riga, 18-point deficit with over 5 minutes to go here. Anything's possible. Boyacek all the way. Boyacek easily lays it up, and that's a problem with the defense. He just completely dismantled the zone defense. Took it all himself. Medford in the lane. Medford now has to kick it out. Crosses over in the lane. Well, goes up. Can't get the layup. And a foul has been called. Well, Bender, I think, has been called for the foul, but he got completely flattened to the ground. There's Madsen, but that's the right call. You can see Bender actually went into the back of Madsen. So that is the right call from the official. We give it up to Lester Medford. Under 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They turn it over again. Now Booker transition. What's he got in the tool bag? Booker goes up, finishes with a layup. Makes a bit of contact. Again, strong layup by Booker. Crosses over now. Has to kick it back out to Medford. Medford pulls up from 18 feet, takes the jump shot, tucks it away. Cuts it back to a 20-point ball game with under 4.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Lester Medford. Medford putting his hand in the cookie jar. Lester Medford. Oh my Lord! Lester Medford, not even 6 foot tall, but he just throws it down. What a dunk! Back to an 18-point ball game. Here comes the double team. Well, Medford now 5 for 10 from the field with 11 points. Just showing the athleticism. Boyacek all the way. Boyacek, charge called. Well, another turnover for Aaron Nymburk. And again, they're just capitulating at the moment.
Second personal foul.
Well, the three's in the corner. The three in and out. Now, if he made that, it could have been a different ball game. And Boyacek does really well there not to throw it away. You can see he was looking to make the pass. Gets out to Peta Benda. Benda down the middle. Benda bumps in the lane. Peta Benda doesn't get it. They come up with another steal. Bit of contact all the way. Gets rejected. What a block by Wojciech Hrubin. My word, did he get back? He just pinned it off the backboard. Well, he pinned it off the backboard like a magnet on the refrigerator. Ivan Almeida now backs down against Lester Medford. Benda reverse it now to Wojciech Hrubin. 4 on the shot clock. Veteran, 37 years of age, puts it away. Well, that's what you do at the end of the shot clock. You put it in the hands of your most experienced player. Puts them back up by 20 points. Medford kicks in the corner. That's a tough pass, but they get the shot up. The 3 is up. The 3 is good. 17-point ball game. Well, Kuruc has been their best player so far this evening. And now Wojciech Hrubin goes all the way, doesn't get it. Well, both coaches, you can see, probably just watching silence. They both look a little bit stunned and figure out what do they have to do, but you can take a lot of positives from the fourth quarter. VEF Riga have looked like a different team. Wojciech down low to Ivan Almeida. Tries to spin out baseline. Wants to post up against Nymburk. Puts it up. Doesn't get the and one. He's going to go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. The foul is on Nymburk. He fouls out of the game. He picks up his 5th foul. Well, doesn't get the second free throw, and it's an 18-point ball game with just over 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. VEF Riga have looked like a different team in this quarter. And we've actually won this quarter 23-12 so far. And then they turn it over again. It was 11-20 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, here at Nymburk came out on fire. They scored 29 points, and so far only 12 points in this quarter. Well, Deshaun Booker keeps his dribble alive, but again, probably needs to give this one up. Under 10 the shot clock. Kicks out. Benda had the 3-pointer, didn't take it. Bounce pass. Ivan Almeida. Beautiful dish up from Peta Benda to give it to Almeida. Down low, the big fella has to kick it out. Well, can he make the 3-pointer? Doesn't get it. Peta Benda secures the rebound. And now Almeida kicks off. Wojciech all the way. Gets the and one. Jaromir Wojciech. We'll go to the free throw line now to make the 3-point play. Well, what a strong, aggressive take. And again, just gives a sweet little finger roll. Wojciech, crucial member for the Czech Republic national team, originally from Ostrava, Czech Republic. Look for the dish off, doesn't get it, tries to back down, has to kick it out. Lester Medford for 3, takes the triple. Now Lester Medford cuts it to a 19-point ball game. with 1 minute to go here in the fourth quarter. Almeida takes a three-pointer, doesn't get it. Now 40 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, the question will be next is where for these two teams after this game, as VEF Riga will be back here next week for game day 4 in the Basketball Champions League, as they will take on Gaziantep here on Tuesday. For here in Nymburk, off to a high-flying start here, looking pretty much invincible. Yeah, they've just had such a great start. It kind of replicates the seasons they had 2 years ago here in the Basketball Champions League. And they started in an emphatic fashion with a blowout victory at home to Broch Bamberg. And then an OT winner thanks to Zach Hankins. And they don't get the layup, but next week they will be at home against the first ever champions of the Basketball Champions League and last year's runners-up, the Iberostar Tenerife. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got to say to you, thank you for joining us here tonight in the capital of Latvia. What an atmosphere it was. What a game of basketball it was by Nymburk. They shot the ball so well from the perimeter. And they will move to 3-0 here in Group C. But as it stands, at the end of this one, it is Nymburk 91, VEF Riga 72 in game day 3 of the Basketball Champions League. These two teams coming out, play completely differently in the first quarter. VEF Riga put a bit of fight into themselves in the fourth quarter, tried to make a comeback, but it was just too little too late. Nymburk trying to go back to where they were 2 years ago here as they go to 3-0 here in the Basketball Champions League in Group C. Well, it was just that kind of evening. You can see Nymburk really taking care of business very well. Now, games like Gaziantep winning that by 2 at home in OT, but it's the emphatic victory against Broch Bamberg in game day 1 and picking up a big win. Now, the next 4 games will be quite interesting for Nymburk as they take on, as we mentioned, next week at Iberostar Tenerife, Nizhny Novgorod on the road on the 13th of November. They'll be at home to the only Serbian team in the Champions League, KK Monaba. And then they'll be away on the 3rd of December. And what will be a crucial game for them against Pistoria Windmasters, who did lose to Iberostar Tenerife last night here in Group C. You can see Peter Bender shaking hands with the fans who made the journey over from the Czech Republic. What an unbelievable game it was. Those fans making the short journey up here from the Eastern Bloc to the Baltic region here in the north. Well, we will show you some highlights, show you some stats, and then it will be a good night here from FIBA in the Basketball Champions League. I mean, what an arena. I look around this arena right now and I just think what an atmosphere it was. The home side had to come in and see beautiful basketball from Nymburk as they shot 54% from within the rainbow, 19 for 35, and 40% from the perimeter. Well, VEF Riga only 32%. They did shoot the ball from three-point land a lot better in the second half, but they were out rebounded 43 to 25, only 16 assists. But the full court pressure, you can see they did pick up 13 steals, but just wasn't enough. And that was the final result here in the capital of Latvia. Kodas was top scorer in the game with 21. Medved had 14 along with Blums, but Bojacic, Rogers, and Hruban top score with 16, 14, and 11 to Nymburk. Well, it was just that kind of match, and we look forward to moving on to the next one in game days for the Basketball Champions League. As we mentioned, VEF Riga will be at home here again on Tuesday night against Gaziantep. The following week, they'll take on Broch Bamberg. And on the 19th of November will be a very tough test for them as they take on the inaugural champions, the Iberostar Tenerife. Well, there were some tough teams in this group with the likes of Nizhny Novgorod, KK Monaba, Peristeri Windmasters, the new boys on the block, but again, arguably a team that might win it again this year will be Iberostar Tenerife, who probably are favorites to win the Champions League this season. Well, VEF Riga have to take a lot of positives from the fourth quarter. The full court pressure forcing Nymburk into a lot of turnovers. Almost got him back into this one, but just a shame it was too little, too late for the boys here in Latvia. Well, there was a slam done by Kudic and then the steal by Stumbrus, but again, that kind of pressure defense in the first half would have been a world difference for them. And you can see Sean Booker taking the transition his rookie year outside of university, along with Zach Hankins. And a lot to learn for this young player. It looks like he's got a bright career ahead of him, that's for sure. Lester Medford with the one-handed jam, taking it all the way. There was the and one from Jaromir Bojacic. But that was as it stands at the end of this one, ladies and gentlemen. There you can see Nymburk now 3-0, off to an undefeated start. It only gets tougher next week as they will be taking on Iberostar Tenerife. Standings are as it stands. There you can see Nymburk will top the table, and next week's winner will decide who goes top. Peristeri Windmasters, Nizhny Novgorod make up the 4th and 3rd place. VEF Riga just sit outside along with Broj Bamberg. We thank you for joining us here tonight in Riga, but for now, it is good night from FIBA here in Game Day 3 of the Basketball Champions League. We'll see you next week.